and someone left a shit in a sock on the bathroom floor. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And a few months ago I tested out a Crayola eraser maker, which I thought was pretty naff. I wasn't a huge fan of it. And anyway, on that video, I can't even pronounce this because it's just so many different letters all combined. A Keychain 9167. I don't know whether that's just a random bunch of letters or whether it's a name.
Hi, I'm Steve Wendell.
But they left a comment about them trying a little pixel eraser kit thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of interested in that. So I went and bought it. I've got a pixel eraser maker. And since I seem to be having a little bit of obsession with pixels at the minute, I did that pixel mushroom, which I think you can see down there. I did that horrible charity shop pixel painting, which didn't look very nice. I decided I would try another pixel thing.
I can't stand this.
And I don't know whether it's by the same brand. I'm assuming so. I have a feeling this got recommended to us as I was buying this. So I was like, I may as well, I've been convinced. And it's a little pixel keyring maker. And I thought that was quite cute. So we're doing two lots of pixel stuff today. So I think we'll start off with the eraser kit first. Put you to one side for now. And this is what it looks like. It looks super cute, super adorable. If it was on the shelf at the shop, it'd be getting dumped straight into my shopping trolley. All right, let's rip this open.
You dirty little slag!
Why? Just why? I was expecting to get like so much out of this box. That's how big the product is. And it came in a box that big. Why? It's such a waste of packaging. I don't understand. It's so pointless. It just bothers us because surely it costs them more to make the packaging bigger. I just don't see the point. I really don't. It just takes up more shelf space. Like, anyway, I'll stop whinging. I'll stop mourning.
Thank you.
Right, this is the little kit in here, is it? Alright, I'm not gonna lie, it's very underwhelming. Like, I'm not excited about it at all. It just looks very bland. Right, so we have this little waffle maker thing, which I assume is gonna like clamp stuff together. I should really read the instructions, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why is it so big for? It doesn't need to be this big.
That's what she said.
So that's gonna get folded down like that. Choose a design sheet and set on the maker. Are they supposed to look like something? Because these don't look like anything. Tell me if I'm going crazy.
Yes.
Not yet, wait. But do these look like anything? Because I feel like these, do you reckon they're supposed to actually look like something or not? Or are they just random bits of pixels? Because if they're just random bits of pixels, like, why? I guess I'll just follow one of them. I'm very complainy today, aren't I? It's not like me at all. Right, we'll do this one. It's got some yellow and some blue. It's just got all the colours really. Don't see the point in it, but none of the others look like anything. Oh, actually, that one looks like an eye. It's because I was looking at them like that, and they're actually gonna make a square rubber. I'm a proper lemon, me. So like this one, what I was saying isn't actually anything. If you turn it over, it's like a little rabbit thing, isn't it? And then the other ones, this one's the letter I. So I take back my previous slagging off of this because it was me. It was me all along. Ah, that one's a duck. I've just realised we'll do the duck. Right, and then we're just going to take our little pixels and build this up. So if you look there, it's very, very tiny. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see much. We've got our little card in here, and then these are our little pixels, and we just have to build that up. Do these just tear off? Yes. So these are just like very, very thin little rubber bits. I'm pretty sure everyone understands what I'm doing, don't they? I'd be surprised if you didn't. It's not rocket science. I just make things look really difficult. I'm having a bit of a bad day as it is because yesterday I was doing some deep cleaning and I was like proper scrubbing the place from like top to bottom, and I was scrubbing the bathroom, and I feel like this must have happened recently because I feel like I would have noticed it. But I was cleaning the back of the loo, and as I was cleaning it, you know the bit that holds like the water in the back of it? This stuff came off it or something. It was very weird. And then I looked further. I've got a massive crack from the very top of it all the way down to the bottom. It's like a fine line crack. I was like, oh well, that doesn't look good. Hopefully it's not leaking. And I looked and I couldn't see any leak. I looked inside the tank and I couldn't see the crack on the other side. However, after I'd finished cleaning it, I kind of felt where the crack was, and there was wet. There was water there, so it is leaking. But fancy that. And no, I didn't break the toilet with my fat ass before anyone says anything, alright? I know exactly what you're thinking. So yeah, just having a little bit of a turd day yesterday. But the place looks lovely and clean, I must admit. That's one skill I have and I'm very proud of and I'm very good at, is cleaning.
You can clean and polish at the same time.
Yeah. And people might think it's a very easy skill to have and everyone can clean. They can't. Some people are shocking cleaners. Some people will clean something and they'll be like, oh yeah, it's clean. It's not clean clean. It's not clean at all.
Filth!
And I think the reason I am a good cleaner is because of working in hotels as a literal cleaner. And that was my first ever job. If you cleaned your room and you didn't do a very good job or you missed something out, the head housekeeper wouldn't hesitate to pull you to one. Actually, they wouldn't pull you to one side. They would give you a list. They'd be like, there's your list of all the stuff you've missed. Go back and do it before you can go home. So I do take pride in my cleaning. I think I'm very thorough. Also, one thing I don't use when I am cleaning, and some people might find this gross, I don't care. I don't use gloves. I feel like when you're wearing gloves, you can't feel if something's clean. And also, I think people have this misconception that gloves are cleaner, and they're actually not. Like, I detest it when you see in like the food industry and everything, and people are wearing gloves, because how often is the person changing their gloves? Probably not very often, because they feel that, you know, their gloves are clean. But they're not. They're just spreading the germs. It's just literally not touching your hands. And you're obviously not going to wash your gloves. Whereas if you get a bit of dirt on your hand, you're going to wash your hands, aren't you? As long as you wash your hands often, your hands will be cleaner than gloves. Can't stand gloves. Don't know whether that's a controversial opinion. I'm not sure. Unless it's for like one specific thing and then you discard your gloves. But if someone's wearing gloves all the time, I question how clean the actual facility is, because I feel like you're spreading germs everywhere. So there's my little lecture on gloves. That came out of nowhere, didn't it? What a boring story. I don't know whether I ever told you about the time when I was cleaning one of the rooms at the hotel and someone left a shit in a sock on the bathroom floor.
Yum!
That was interesting. Because I don't know why you would shit in a sock for. If you were literally in the toilet and the toilet was right there, why take the effort of shitting into a sock and then leaving it on a bathroom floor than just shitting in the loo? Which is very strange, isn't it? Maybe it was like a fetish or something. They like shitting in socks. Anyway, that was a little conversation that came out of nowhere, wasn't it? I think I've finished that. I'm not going to move it because I've knocked this so many times and it's very, very fiddly. But that's what it's supposed to look like at the moment. Now we're going to place this little wedge thing on the top here. I'm just going to keep everything together. While holding the make it tightly, pull the design sheet out. Drop half a teaspoon of water on the surface of the eraser. And then close the lid until you hear the click sound. And then we need to microwave this for 90 seconds. Let's head downstairs and pop it in the microwave. I have cleaned the microwave ahead of time because it was filthy.
Disgusting!
Right, in we go. Stick you in there. I'll put you on the side. 90 seconds did it want. Alright. Cook away. Please don't explode. I'm assuming the point of this is to like set the rubber or something. And maybe the water like sticks it all together. I have no idea. I don't know what the amazing science behind this eraser maker is. And I think I just want it leaving as a mystery. Sometimes we don't need answers to things. I feel like it's going to be very hot when I get it out though. A little bit of wet residue. And what we need to do now is put it in a cold bowl of water. And we just need to leave that for 10 minutes, it said. I don't know why. Why 10 minutes? Alright, well, I'll meet you in the studio and hopefully this is work. I tell you what, while we wait for this to, I don't know, set and cool down or whatever, we'll move on to one of these key rings and try and make one of these. At least the box for this was the appropriate size. Right, let's see. Oh, cute. Oh, look at these cute designs. This is what I'm talking about. Look at these. These are lovely. Oh, these are proper adorable. I can actually tell what these are supposed to be. The rubbers, I feel, are a little bit more ambiguous. You know what I fancy? A flamingo. I think the flamingo is proper cute. So we've got a little keyring thing here. So just place the base plate on the pattern. You know what? That makes more sense. I was just gonna copy the picture, but to actually cut it out like that, way easier. And then use the pattern as your guide and place the pixels on the pins of the base plate. And that's it, is it? Oh, so these must just like clip onto here. So they're not actually kind of surrounded by stuff. This is just like an open plate, so the pixels are going to be open. Will they not fall off? All right, let's have a little look. Oh my god, this is so fiddly. These are so tiny. This is going to be really, really hard to do, I can already tell. Why is everything so small for? I'm not going to do it over there because I find it actually more difficult. These are almost, well, these are just basically little bits of plastic, and I don't understand how they stay on, but apparently they do. I tell you what this reminds us of. You know when I did the perler bead thing? Kind of reminds us of that. I just feel like these are just slightly tinier. I think this will be a very good little activity for kids to keep them busy and quiet for a solid half an hour. And it's very cheap as well. So if there's any parents watching and your kids are doing your head in, then maybe just get them one of these. Okay, one row down. I don't know whether everyone can appreciate how tiny and small these are. They are ridiculously tiny. So I'm just going to repeat that like, I think about 100 times on here. And hopefully I'll have a cute little flamingo keychain. Okay, so I finally finished that. That took me over half an hour to make. But look at it, it looks super cute. I think that's absolutely adorable. And it proper looks like a little flamingo, doesn't it? It would definitely preoccupy kids for a very long time. It is so fiddly. In fact, I think they would struggle to concentrate on it because it was getting to the end of this and I was getting really sick of it. Anyway, one successful one down. Let's have a look at this eraser, see what this is doing. Are you gonna be a shitter or are you gonna be good? Okay, right. I see what it is. It's different. So here's my little duck eraser. There we go, quack quack, cute cute. I do think it looks like a little duck and I think it's adorable. It does lose its pixelation. I feel like they kind of blob into one a little bit. Like if you compare that to something like this, I feel like this is a lot more pixely than this, but I still think it's cute. And finally, I just want to test its rubbing out skills. Do a bit of drawing there. See if it actually works well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, not the best. They're not particularly great rubbers, and also they fall apart very, very quickly. Like the little duck's lost its front. I personally wouldn't waste your time on the little eraser maker, but I think the pixel keychains are well cute. I think these are well worth it. Anyway, that just about does it for today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know what your thoughts are on these pixel products. Are you going to be getting any?
No.
I definitely wouldn't waste your time on the erasers. And I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Fancy that though, shitting in a sock. Couldn't believe it when I walked in on it. One time at the hospital, I found a pair of, it seems to be socks for some reason. I found a pair of very dry, crispy socks and they were near like this bin bit. But every time I walked past the bins, I could smell vomit. And I was like, and I hate the smell of vomit. I hate sick. It's the one thing I can't stand. And anyway, I was walking past these bins and every time I walked past it, I could just get this like waft of sick. I was like, who's been sick? Someone's been sick somewhere. I can smell it.
Where is it?
And I eventually found the culprit and it was the dry, crispy socks on top of the bin. And that's one time I did put gloves on, picked the gloves up, and I put them straight in the bin, the outside bin. They must have been sick on them or in them, or I don't know what happened, but they were absolutely rancid. What's the crack with socks? What else am I going to find in a sock? I don't know, I'm not even going to go there.